Hello, friends. How are y'all doing on this Monday night? Let's give everybody a minute to hop on. Once you're here, drop me a comment and let me know that you're here, where you're from, if you're new to my page. Since this is my first time to actually go live on my business page, which I'm super excited about. That was a long 60 days. Hello, Brenda. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. See if we have any other friends jump on, and then I'll get started. I'm going to be doing a little Easter wood kit that I got. And it's a little bunny with a little arch frame. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. And it took me a minute to decide what I wanted to use. Yes, ma'am, it is, and I'm super excited. Hey, Sheila, how are you doing? I'm doing one of your little, I believe this came from your Etsy page, the Arched Bunny. Am I correct on that? Because I ordered from one more place, and I couldn't remember. But yeah, I think this came from yours. I think it's going to be cute. We're going to definitely give it a try. But yeah, hey Lisa, how are you? I've been able to go live on my personal page, and then I have to share it to this page. But this is my first night live in my actual page, so I'm super, super excited. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Amanda with Lace and Rustic Charm, and I'm so glad y'all are here. And I hope y'all enjoy what I'm going to do with y'all. So I pulled a couple of things out, some napkins, some different paints and stuff, and we're just going to, I think I'm really going to go way off in left field here. I love leopard print, so I think this is going to be the background on this piece right here. I just think that that's going to be so cute. So we're going to give it a try. Thank you, Lisa. I'm excited. Hopefully I don't fumble around too much. This isn't my first time ever doing a live, but you know, it's still kind of nerve-wracking that first time you get some new people who are watching you. So y'all just bear with me. I'm just going to pull these apart, and I want, thank you. It took me a couple of days to really think on the name, and I was like, I need to come up with something that, you know, goes with, you know, the things that I love. So I love lace and I love rustic things. So that's kind of how it came about. I mean, can you go wrong with leopard print? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna cut this down a little bit. I can find some decent scissors. Oh, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you guys too. I hope y'all have had a really good day. It's Monday, but you know, we're making it. Okay, I just wanted to cut a little of that down. Set that over there. So I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and put a quick little coat on here. No doubt, every time I go to look for my good scissors, they're not in my craft room. They are either in my daughter's room, or they're outside on my husband's boat, or they're in the kitchen drawer. And I'm just like, can I just have a pair of scissors that doesn't get, you know, dulled down by whatever it is you're using it for? So I'm just going to lay this down and smooth it out. These ones I just used are not great. Hello, Christina. I'm so glad everybody's here. I appreciate y'all. I'm super excited to be getting started. Finally, Facebook has so many rules. I'm gonna dry this right fast. And I had to wait 60 days before I could go live. And I'm assuming that's a new rule, because a lot of people are like, wow, I didn't have to wait 60 days, so it must be something new. I guess they want to make sure you're for real gonna. Hey, Red Brick Home Crafts, can you tell me your name? Some of y'all, I know your names. I'm learning, but some of y'all are new. Just drop your name for me. Good. Grab my little gator sander here. This is one of my favorite tools. And we're just going to go around the edges. What did you guys have for dinner tonight? Anything good? I always like to get new ideas. That's one of the hardest things, is coming up with what's for dinner. We had a just like a sheet pan chicken thing. It was just a bunch of vegetables that I chopped up and some chicken that I seasoned with some Kinder's. It was like a wood fire chicken seasoning. It was really good. So that's what we had, and it was really good. Oh no, Brenda, that is terrible. That is terrible. Corned beef. So, funny thing about corned beef. Okay, so when I was a kid, like, my parents loved corned beef and cabbage, and I hated it so much. I would like cry at the dinner table when we would have corned beef and cabbage at night. And so, you know, my parents were like, oh, you know, as you get older, your taste buds are going to change. You know, you're going to like it one day. So I like the cabbage, but you can have that corned beef, because that is a no-go for me. But I do like cabbage now that I'm an adult. And my daughter has always really liked it, and she's 15. So I was very surprised, because she used to be pretty picky, but she doesn't like many vegetables, but that is one that she does like. That one and broccoli, which most kids hate broccoli, but she loves it. But the sheet pan stuff, I really like doing these because they're quick and easy and they're really good and they don't take very long. When you cut that chicken up real small, it cooks fast. So I don't mind that there's wrinkles in my napkin because I love the texture that it gives. I've seen a lot of people that will like iron it down to get it nice and smooth, but I really like the texture that it gives. I think it's really pretty. Just adds to it. Okay, so that's what we got for the background. I think I'm already in love. I love leopard print. Love it. So, let's see. Get that rinse in. Let me get this glue up so it doesn't get all over everything. And I think next I'm going to take either my Bear wax, which I love, or hi Lori, how are you? Or my Distress ink. I'm not sure which one I want to use yet. Because I just kind of want to go around the edges, maybe a little bit in the middle on some of the spots, because the paper already kind of has a distressed look to it, and so it doesn't need a whole lot. So we might just go and just use the wax. And I don't know about y'all, but I love these little makeup brush. Hey, Gina, how are you? Can you believe I'm finally able to go live? I mean, it feels like a lifetime. But yeah, these brushes, they're in the makeup section at Dollar Tree, and they're awesome. I really like it. So see, we're just gonna kind of go around. We are doing the Arch little wood kit with the bunny. That's what we're gonna do tonight. And I decided on leopard print as the background. I just love leopard print. And I'm just gonna kind of touch the middle a little bit, because like I said, this paper or this napkin already has kind of a distressed look to it. Okay, so there we have. Hey Kelly, how are you? I was reading your post earlier. I'm so sorry. I hope that everything is okay and everybody is okay. I'm gonna keep you in my prayers for sure. So now I'm gonna decide what color I want to paint the outside. I might just go with some neutrals here, maybe some I might do some antique parchment here. This is just Apple Barrel matte paint. Oh, and I don't know if y'all know. Y'all probably do. I might be late to the game. But I was super excited. So at Hobby Lobby, their crafters collection, they have chalk paint. So I knew that they had regular, you know, but I didn't know they had chalk paint. And I was like, what? So I got a couple of those different colors and I was excited. For 99 cents, I mean, come on. You cannot pass it up for 99 cents. I'm going to move that to the side. I'm going to pull these pieces up. So I think I'm going to do the bigger one with this antique parchment. And then we'll do the inside one with another color. Anybody else have anything good for dinner tonight? This might take 2 coats. We shall see. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm from Mississippi, central Mississippi. And we live in a little, like, I promise if you blink, you will miss us. But we are on the map. Little town in central Mississippi called Carpenter. We live out in the country and would not have it any other way most days, except when it takes an hour to get to any of the good shopping and to see my parents and sister because they live an hour from me. I'm originally from Vicksburg, Mississippi. Born and raised there. My husband, born and raised in Utica, which is about 15 minutes up the road from us. And we moved out here right before we got married and have been here ever since. And this April, he and I will have been married for 18 years, and we have one daughter. She's 15. She will be 16 on Sunday, and it is literally hurting this mama heart because she is my only baby, and she is not a baby anymore. So that is hard on this mama for sure. Just trying to give a little about me. Let's see what else. We have a black lab. She is about 10 years old now. Her name is Belle. And then we have a miniature long-haired Dachshund. Her name is Ruby, and she is 2. And she is my baby. Sweet, sweet, sweet little thing. But sassy. If you have Dachshunds, you know. Girl, don't they grow up fast. It just hurts my soul. But she'll be driving soon. We did get her a car. I'm getting that all ready for her. And she will actually start driving by herself in April when she gets her for real license, as we like to call it. Scares me to death. Just scared to death. But she's excited. But I have been crafting for, golly, as long as I can remember. My mom is a big crafter too, very talented lady. She has taught me everything I know, along with all you other awesome ladies who are so inspiring with all of your work. It's just, I love watching and getting ideas. But we craft together a lot, she and I, and when my sister can, she comes and joins us too. So it's a family thing. We all love it. And we have been doing it for a long time. And I told my husband, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start me a page and just start sharing what I love to do and hopefully inspire some other folks, because anybody can do this. It just really takes practice and patience and time. But yes, I spend a lot of time crafting with my mom, and that's one of my favorite things to do. Lots and lots of Dollar Tree and thrift store trips are usually involved too. So, see, Kelly, I'm so scared. So scared of that. But she's pretty cautious right now. Fingers crossed it'll stay like that. But it just scares me, and it's not so much her, it's everybody else. It's just dangerous out there. Because people are in such a hurry and just don't think about other people on the road other than themselves. So that really scares me. So we've got that painted in a parchment, antique parchment is what that's called. It's an apple barrel. They do grow fast. I play twice. My boys are 35. Wow. And now watch my two grandsons grow up through. Oh, it's so fast. I mean, it's just like you blink and then you look up and you're like, what in the world just happened? My niece just turned 18, and geez, that like happened overnight. So this smaller one I'm going to do in this territorial beige, and that's an apple barrel paint. Hello, Linda. Thanks for hopping on. So yeah, I really want to put a brick on their head sometimes and just say, hold up, I'm going to need you to slow down. But they do not want to slow down. And I tell her all the time, adulting is very overrated. Don't rush it. Hey, Teresa, do not rush it, because, again, adulting is way overrated. But yeah, she's doing great in school this year. She's having a really wonderful year, making wonderful grades. Got inducted into the Honor Society this year. Super proud. So she's doing all the things. Tomorrow she shoots art. She goes to a private school in the same town that I work in, and because the public schools around here are just not an option. So private school, it has been since she was 2 years old. That's all she knows. But she shoots archery for her school. And tomorrow they go to South State to shoot against almost 7,000 students from across the south side of Mississippi. So we're a little nervous and super excited. Last year, she was, I want to say, less than 5 points shy of making it to state. Again, out of 7,000 people, which is amazing. So hopefully this year will be her year to shine. Next year, her junior and senior year will be the years that scouts start watching for college. So, we're really trying to rein it in, but she's really good. She's been shooting since she was 8 years old. She started out in 4-H, and then the school created a team 3 years ago. No, when she was in 7th grade or 8th grade, I can't remember. But yeah, she loves it. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. We'll be traveling to Hattiesburg for that match. It's going to be a long afternoon, but it'll be fun to see what she does. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little anxious watching because it does take a little while. It's kind of a slower sport. It's not fast paced. But it's fun to watch her, and she's her own, worst critic, of course, because she never thinks that she's shooting, good enough. But when your max score is 300 and you're shooting a 278, I don't think that's anything to frown about. So we're really proud of her. She wants to break the 270s and get into the 280s. And she's been inching her way there. Okay, Therese here from Arkansas. Did y'all get any of that terrible weather that came through? My goodness. I saw where some places had gotten hit, and a couple of places here that were close to home got hit. We were very fortunate. We were actually headed to Memphis, Tennessee. Hello, Lisa. And taking my daughter to Graceland. That's what she wanted to do for her birthday, her and her cousin. So we took them to Graceland for the weekend and had a fantastic time. We did run into some rain and storms, but after lunch, it all cleared up and the sun came out and it was a wonderful day. Okay, Lisa, what part of Mississippi are you from, friend? Okay, that seems to be dry. So I like the contrast here of our two pieces. I think it's going to go good with the leopard print. And of course, hello, Kathy. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm going to go around it, of course, and grunge it up a little bit, because that's just what I do. Hello, Linda. Thank you all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it has been a long 60 days that I have had to wait. So it is exciting to finally be on here. But I have been watching you guys and getting some inspiration. So I have been enjoying it. I've been watching some of y'all for a long time from my personal page. Winona, okay, so tell me, we came through Winona, headed to Memphis Saturday, and right when we were coming through, the rain had really picked up, and it had looked like on the interstate there that there were some splintered trees, and it looked like y'all had a touchdown of a tornado. Did y'all have any touchdowns? Because there were splintered trees and that looked like something that the wind was not strong enough to do something like that. And it looked pretty fresh. And we were like, man, that was a God thing, because we were running late that morning and didn't get away from here at the time we wanted to. And I think that was why. Thank you for sharing me, Brenda. I appreciate that. Just rub some of this wax in. So if y'all can see, that's what we got here so far. We'll see if it's going to show up on this. It may or may not. I totally believe that, Brenda, for sure, because, you know, he puts obstacles in your way for a reason. And it might be aggravating to us sometimes, but it is definitely for our better good, for sure. Hey Denise, how are you? Thank you for coming on. Showing up a little bit. I'm not sure if it was going to show up on that or not, but it is. I don't know if y'all can tell or see that. The light doesn't let you see it very good. Yeah, that looks good. Show you what we got so far. Line all this up. So what do you guys think so far? I really love it. Well, welcome in, is it Tanya Joe? Hope I said that right. So nice to meet you. So that's what we got. I'm going to go ahead and glue these little pieces down. And then for our bunny, I'm trying to decide, thank you, I'm so happy to be live, finally, like super excited. So I'm trying to decide what to do with my bunny, what color to paint it, what to do that would look good against my leopard print. So drop me some ideas. I would love to hear while we glue our frame together. And I'll need to use this weld bond. It works pretty good for me. And then I'll put, see if my glue gun's warm, and it is. I'll put a couple of dots of that just for a quick little hold. But the weld bond works really well too. And I've seen some ladies use some different things, so I'm just trying some different ones just to kind of see which one works the best. I don't want to glue where I don't need glue. I did that, something I was working on a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, why do I keep over gluing where I don't need it to be? Because then I end up having to just wipe it off, and it's such a waste. time and glue. I've got some little clips. Thank you, Lisa. I really like that leopard background too. I think it's cute. And I'm going to see, yeah, it's going to reach. I've got these little sewing clips that are really perfect for holding this stuff in place while it dries. And I'm going to go around the edges and get where that glue seeped out. Ain't no big deal. I just wanted to hold in place. That barely made it. Okay. So I'm just taking these little clips. I got these off of Amazon though. And they're just little sewing clips. And they really work great for this. I was like, well, you know, I ain't a big sewer, but I'm gonna use them for this. So some of my glue kind of seeped, which is not a big deal. This glue dries clear, so you won't see it, but I am gonna wipe it away. I don't want it leaving big bubbly marks. Okay. So we got that part down. We'll let that dry, and then I'm gonna wait, and then we'll put this on toward the end. There's really no rush to put that one on. Just kind of wanted to get that one in place so that I can see where I'm going to place my bunny and what direction I want it to go in. Because I don't think there's a right or a wrong direction. Thank you, Tanya. I really appreciate the sprinkling. And I know this is probably reversed on for y'all. It is. So do I want it to go to the left or to the right? $1 million question, right? I kind of thought about painting it pink. What do y'all think about a pink bunny? Or should I keep it neutral and paint it with that, like an antique white? Distress it real good. I don't know. Or does it need pop of color? What do you guys think? I'm thinking. Oh, I bet that was so cute, Lisa. Cow print is super cute. Painted beige and distress it. I do like that idea. And then I'm like, well, what about this ballet slipper? And I usually don't have a hard time making decisions, but this one's tough. let's just be different. We're going to paint it pink. It's kind of goes outside of my comfort zone of neutrals, but because it is light, the outer frame pink. Kind of like that idea too, but I did paint it already with some antique parchment. I think we're just gonna paint this bunny pink. Why not? All right, move this over and let it dry. I think so too, Lisa. And I love pink. And I think I want it to go facing the right. I'm terrible about, because I know that the edges don't really need to be painted because they're lasered, but I always get paint on the outside, so we're just gonna have to paint it. Really bad about that. It's okay though. Okay. Right? Can't go wrong with pink. And then you know what? If I don't like it, I paint over it. It's the joy of paint. But this ballet slipper really is one of my favorite pinks by Waverly. It's the perfect shade of pink. Kind of hit those sides a little bit since I already painted it. Not on purpose. I always try not to, but it never fails. Never fails. It's gonna happen. Okay. Quickly dry that. I am going to go around it with my sander. Kind of brings out some of that wood underneath. So it's just not so pink. And there she is. Well, she looks white. It is not white. And of course, we will go around it with a little wax. Just a little bit. I might actually do my Distressed Oxide in Ground Espresso. This is one of my favorite colors. Just want to get the edges a little bit. I don't want it too dark. I don't want to take away from her. Hey, Mom. Thank you for coming on. But sounds like the cat got in. My daughter's cat will sneak in every chance she gets. And then my little Dotson gives her fits. Hello, Creative Design. Primitive Country Memories by Jody. Hey, Jody. Hey, Michelle. I'm starting to learn some names. I'm going to get better, I promise. Creative Designs, tell me your name. Okay. So we just went around the edges a little bit. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I went around the edges a little bit just to kind of give her a little color where she's not so bright. Might give her a little jute bow around her neck. just taking some of my jute and wrapping it around my fingers a few times just to make a little bow. To go around her neck. Be a little bit smaller. It's a little too big. Yeah, I think that's better. Didn't want it to take up her whole neck. And that little bow was well on its way. Yeah, that's much better. Put a little dab glue on there. And then we are going to trying to decide if I want to do a bigger bow on the outside of the little arched frame, or if I just want to leave it. Because I kind of want to put a tag on it, but I might could just hang a little tag from the little bow on her neck maybe. And I'm thinking I need a button. Let me go grab some buttons right fast. I knew I would decide on something that I didn't have. This is just a small amount of the buttons that I have. I mean, do we all like have a big button collection, or is it just me? And then finding that right button. It's just, you got to. That one might be a goner. So don't want a big button. Maybe that one. Okay, we got a button on her. So what do you guys think? I think I'm liking the pink. And then, of course, we'll have our other little frame going around the outside. Still, that's a little bit darker brown. But I don't know if I want to do a bow that's going to take away from her. This time I'm just going to take my finger and kind of spread that around so it doesn't puddle out. Thank you, Kelly. I put a few little dots of hot glue for a little quick hold. So cute. Thanks, Mom. I really love the leopard print too. I was like, you know, I just want to do something different. So there we go. And then we'll glue her down, and then we'll decide if it needs anything else. I mean, would you put a bow on there? Hello, Snow Fox Designs. Thank you for coming on. Or should I just leave her like she is? And let's just put a little bit of glue just to get her on there quick. there she is. So cute. So let me hear a yay or a nay for a bow. Like maybe at the top. I kind of really want her to have a tag too, but I could put a little tag, you know, here. And some little sprigs of, even put a few little sprigs of Sweet Annie in there too. And just let this little bow be her bow. Let's see. And let me grab a little tag. I know that I have these little ones, but I can cut one down. To get me some little bitty tags. Let's see. Okay, just some little pieces. Thank you, Denise. I love Sweet Annie. I love the way it smells. I love the way it looks. Oh, I hate hot glue strings. They make a darn mess. Let's see, I might put a little bit there. And one more piece for the other side. Things have to be even. Okay. There it is with a little Sweet Annie in there. Hello, Donna. I like that. Let's decide something real quick on this tag here. I'll make it smaller. It there. That might be big enough. So I'm just going to crumble my little tag up just to make it look a little old. And then I'll go around it and just kind of rough them edges up a little bit. And see, that just kind of makes it a little dirty looking. And I'm just trying to decide where I'm gonna put it. I got the stamps off of Temu, and they are amazing. Even the little ink pad, when I can get the lid off, it's really good ink. I guess it's gonna give me fits. It's fine. So I think we'll just put Hop on here. But I loved how this stamp set came with the numbers too, because a lot of them don't come with the numbers. And that just says Hop. Just real easy, quick. We'll find a little spot for it. Right up under this tag. And I'm going to have to glue her down a little better because I didn't give her time to dry. That's okay. I'll put some glue on her and then let that wood glue do its thing. My voice keeps trying to leave me. And I'll set something heavy on her tonight so that she will get a good stick. But there, I think that's perfect. So thank y'all so much for being here on my first live on my new page. I really appreciate you all for sprinkling, excuse me, can't say that word, for sprinkling me out. If you do not see the red live, you will be catching me on replay, which is absolutely perfect and wonderful too. I hope that you all enjoyed this little craft tonight, and I will be planning to see you all again very soon. I'll be posting when I'll be able to go live next. I'm not real sure. Depends on how the week plays out, but I might try to get on here. A white pom-pom. You know, I might actually, hold on a second. That's a really good idea. I think I do. You look at my basket over here. I'm still looking. It might be over here in the box. I know I had a little craft kit that had some little pom-poms in it. As a little bunny kit, if I didn't. Found one. A little pom-pom for his little tail. Oh my goodness. So yep, that's what it needed. That is so cute. Thank you for that idea. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you all have a fantastic evening. And again, if you're just hopping on, be sure to go catch the replay and just put hashtag replay so that I know that y'all are out there watching. Again, I appreciate you guys so very much. I'm super excited to finally be able to go live with you guys. And you will be seeing a lot more of me. And I'm super excited about it. But y'all have a fantastic night. Good night.